Okay, hi, I'm Julie Wile Fish with Leading Edge Real Estate. I'm here with my friend and business owner, Natalie Klees, at her business, Brownies and Burpies. Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. So you've been in fitness and healthy living for a long time. I know you've been passionate about it. So how did you translate that into a business?
I started group exercise about 2 years ago. And I was at a studio and it ended up just not being a right fit. Like the timing wasn't right for our family and me being a stay-at-home mom, it was just hard to like juggle the two things.
Yeah.
And so I went to visit one of my friends in New Jersey and she was like, we have to go take these trampoline classes. You're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. There's nothing like that near you. Like, let's just go take it. So we went and we took these classes. I fell in love and I bought some trampolines and just started
so
creating
tell me
classes.
about that. It's really unique. I have never heard really of any exercise classes like that. So how does the class work and what do you guys do?
It's evolved. So
Yeah.
my first class I taught was last summer outside in my yard.
Anybody videotape that?
My neighbor and sister-in-law was telling me that she was going to be peeking through the windows and watching us. So we did it early in the morning and it definitely has evolved since then. It was outside, there was dew on the ground, like it was slippery for us. It just wasn't
working.
It didn't work, but I liked the idea of like the sunrise and being outside and,
Yeah, sure.
exercising. It seemed cool. So now we're down here in the basement and a typical class, we warm up for one song and then we take 2 songs where we do some cardio on the trampoline and then we're off for a couple songs where we do some toning with weights, with resistance bands. I have sliders to really work your core. And then we're back on the trampoline for a couple more songs with doing cardio. And we're just kind of on and off the trampoline. So a lot of people worry that they're just going to get their butt kicked, like jumping the whole time.
Yeah.
But we're on and off. So it's your intense and then low intensity.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, like, what can a client expect from a class? You know, sounds like a little cardio, a little toning, and...
Yep, cardio, toning, strength stuff, endurance for sure.
Yeah, right? Bouncing on that trampoline.
That we even box. We take the weights and we're on the trampoline doing some boxing.
So it's a good variety of exercise.
Yes.
Keep it fresh. And do you change the classes often?
I would say no class is the same. I mean, the cardio moves are often the same and the strength moves are often the same, but I mix them up every class. So there might be a class where we're doing a lot of resistance bands. So we're working your lower body. And then there might be a class where we are really focused on your upper body. Yeah.
So who's the typical client that comes and takes one of your classes? Is it, beginner, moderate, intermediate, or is it,
I would say I've had everybody. I've had beginners and they were like, oh my God, I didn't die.
Yeah.
And they didn't die. And the best part is when a couple weeks ago, someone took this for the first time and she said, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I'm smiling, I'm sweating. This is so fun and so hard. So that's really my goal, is to like have people leave really sweaty, but also smiling and thinking like, wow, I had a really good time.
Getting the endorphins going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about coordination? If, someone's a little like me, I don't have much rhythm in
So
me.
I'm not coordinated at all.
Okay.
I'm not coordinated and I have zero rhythm. So for me, creating some sort of like creating the class around music and counting out the 8 count, the 16 count, that's been the hardest thing for me. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I will break it down for you. We do these like moves where we pull our knees in. So I call it high knees or knee pull. And people often struggle with that one. So I'll just work with you and I'll break it down so that at the end of class, hopefully you feel like you nailed it.
Cool. So besides being a studio owner, you're a mom, dog owner, and you're a local resident in Winchester. So how has it been having your studio in your own community that you live in?
It's honestly been awesome. I had a launch party 2 weeks ago and I invited everybody, all the women who I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I put it up on my social media and we had like 20, 30 people in and out that morning just checking it out. I ran a couple sample classes and people who I hadn't even seen, like met socially, or we were like, oh my gosh, how did we not talk yet? Or we T-ball 2 years ago. And,
right.
Just making those connections or like being down. I was at Recess Boutique the other day and they had heard about it. And so they wanted my cards and just like getting out there and talking to people and making that connection.
So what do you think your clients love about coming here and taking one of your classes? I think I already know the answer because I hear people raving about it all the time. And, people always seem to be looking for something different. But, I might have just answered it for you. But what do you think it is?
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
And it's fun. you know, I pair everything with fun songs. I have a 90s playlist that we use.
Oh, cool.
And so it's like really bringing you back to your high school
Yeah,
days,
sure.
your college days. So I try to keep it fun. I try to keep it fresh. And a lot of times, like my early morning crew, we're like solving world problems down here. Like,
So it's a bit of therapy
really,
too.
yeah, it's a little bit of therapy. My afternoon 5 o'clock crew, like we talk about all the things. Like right now our topic is dry shampoo. So like you're coming and you're working out, but you're also, this community that is being built is really awesome. And
Exactly.
we bounce ideas off of each other to start our day or to end our day.
It seems like, from what I've heard, a lot of friendships have formed from coming and taking the classes. Like you said, you guys gonna go in a little deep, have a little therapy session,
Yep.
maybe some coffee or wine
yeah,
afterwards.
definitely that's happened.
Yeah, and create a community, just
Yep.
like Winchester. So that's great. Talk about the age groups that you have for classes. You know, is it welcoming to all different ages, or do you have specifically something that you're working with, or?
Right now, it's probably women in their 30s.
Mhm.
I would love to get some seniors in here. My mom she lives in Chicago, and when she comes in and jumps on the trampoline or does a class with me, she's blown away about how well she feels after and how good she feels.
Yeah.
Because it can be a high intensity workout, but at the same time, it's low impact because you have the resistance from
Right.
the trampolines. So you're not banging on your joints as you would, you know, going for a run.
Right.
Or going and running on a treadmill. It's really good for your joints. It's good for your blood circulation, your immune system. It's just, I would love to get a little bit of an older
sure. I know
community
my
in
mom
here.
would love to do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
we'll get her in here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've had a couple friends say, "What would you ever do classes for kids?"
Yeah,
you know, come
that was my
30
next
minutes
question.
of
Sure.
bouncing and jumping. I haven't thought too much about that yet, but that for the winter months, that might not be
I'll
a
be
bad
calling
idea.
you up exactly in the winter when there's like snow up to here.
Yeah, yep.
So, yeah. Well, how can we contact you? How can they find out more about your classes, your schedule, everything? What's the best way to reach you?
So I have a website, browniesandburpies.com, and then I'm also on social media.
Okay.
Same thing, Brownies and Burpies on Instagram. That's where I post most of my stuff. I am on Facebook, but I would say my website's the best way. And then there's a bunch of information on trampoline classes, and my schedule's linked there.
Okay. And now, is your schedule flexible? Like if there was a group that wanted to take a class during a certain time, could you kind of fit them in, or?
Absolutely. Right now, I have two early morning, like 5:30 a.m. classes. I have two 9:30 during the week classes, and then I also have an evening class. I've had some interest in weekend classes, so that might be something I would do maybe in the future, especially for the winter. But yeah, absolutely. If there's a group of people who want a specific time, I would be flexible.
Perfect. All right.
create
So
that.
you're looking to expand.
Yes.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with us about the future of the studio? Open some weekend classes and different classes, get some age groups in here.
Yeah, no, this is just all new, and I'm excited to see what happens this next year.
All right. Well, thank you, Natalie, for the time. And you can find out more about her company, Brownies and Burpies, and her studio on our website. Thanks so much.